I've had particularly many of my sisters in my classes in the last few private retreats. They have been mostly women except for one retreat. And I have recommended to my sisters that whatever their boundary is in the form of feminine expression, if they've always worn makeup, try not to wear it. If you never have worn it, try to master it. It is just for fun. But everything is just for fun if we stop and think about it. And as we allow ourselves to go into a rut of what we will allow to be fun and what we will not allow to be fun, we get into a paradigm. We've placed ourselves in a fishbowl of expression. I take the easiest and the quickest way, which is usually for women, their appearance, to help you out of your box. And the more I help you out of your box, the wider the fishbowl becomes. But if there is an extraordinarily bold move on your part, then you can actually break the box. And it's when you break the box that you find that cave of which the records have spoken. And these are the records of Hadji-ka. The sacred fires. Hadji means holy and Ka means the sacred fire of Kundalini, actually. So it's Hadji-ka's sacred fire, which is part of the magical practices of the dragons. I was under the impression that these records would not open until we have the Earth Chant Global Day that we are having for 72 hours, in fact. The ceremony, I guess, because it's more than a day, the 72 hours. I thought the records would only open then, but they have begun to open. And the reason is that there is a very imminent, and it's actually today, conspiracy in the cosmos and from other cosmoses to our cosmos, etc., that had to be stopped. So much of this information had to come out over the last few days, and it is stopped as of this morning. So we have here a situation where the records are opening, but they will be released to you. For those of you that are on that 72-hour Earth Chant ceremony that we're holding, and to be able to be on there, because there's only 1,440 people that will be on that Earth Chant ceremony, because we have to have an Earth Chant, and some of you are buying it in clusters, so there actually is less than that. But there will be 1,440 Earth Chants played for 72 hours, and they happen to exactly fit into 72 hours, because they're 3 minutes each. And we have got, at that time, the first people that will get this information early on in the ceremony will be the participants. And then the week following, it will be made available to the rest of my student base as a download, at least. The records that I read to you yesterday and translated say the following. Rukbarek Sutranak Waiya Wamanak Perikaratru Nikre Etrech Urarakna Sarakva Ba Manuch Ishatrach. We speak to you from within the dream, for of dream matter are we all made, except for the embodiment of the infinite. Perikra Krutranek Marut Minikra Ahara Rurukrukrana Maritra Araritri Manuk Abaka Visharak Urchkarach Pitrak Unat. We have been asked to carry the keys, and they are the keys of the spine and the Kundalini, and they're merging, that the eternal love affair may take place. It is only then that the dream will fulfill its purpose. Pirkranutru arek betra manakia huanekich usabaka huane achikiha Hadji-ka manuka pata minikihiya kurakara rekremet Urukrachna varakretra, urukrachna serek patu. It says that we are the keepers of the secrets, to use the dream for the pleasant tool of enjoyment of self that it was meant to be. For this to be so, the one who dreams, which is eternal and has no beginning and no end, must know that it is not real, and it must take control of its dream cycles. Pitra huru kurun metrechna rut, rekra sarak bate. Into eternity they stretch, the dream cycles of life, through the outer spaces of existence, and the inner spaces no differently. Pitre meya, urukra rek, satrach maruk. Dream cycles were meant to be the canvas of a painting of delight. It has been painted on the density of canvas. It must instead be painted on glass. Now this is fascinating because I've put a bid in for a painting to be submitted to a building in Vietnam. And what we're having done, and I'm hoping in the future that I can work out sources that can do this for me, but what I'm having done is having the image baked into the glass with UV rays. And then there are LED little lights that are around the edge. And the LED lights shine into the sides of the glass, creating an evenly distributed light field. So you have a piece of glass that is illuminated from within. And for the first time, it will then appear the way it should, because that's the way I see it. It is saying that this is exactly what should be done with the dream states. They should be transparent. Petri krarukma neka istrahukumarak. The dream, if you hear the word Petri a lot, that means dream. The dream shall be lit by the matrices, not obscured by the matrices. In other words, previously it's been a frame to keep the artwork in. Now it would be light bulbs, little tiny LED light bulbs would go around the glass, and it would be hidden by the frame around the glass. Inside the matrix, when it lights up, it will illuminate the experiences of the dream, which should be works of art. So they're giving us here an idea of what the dream really is supposed to evolve to.